holds its breath. The air is thick with dust. The only witness to my downfall is a flickering, lonely rust. There was a deal a long time ago, in a light that was so low, and a promise that was sealed in a place where no one goes. I can almost see the face now in the shadow of the fire. A man who looked just like me, lost to a dark desire. He held his hand out to me with a paper and a lie, and told me all the things I'd get beneath the fading sky. We signed it in the smoke with a pen made out of dust. A quiet, grim betrayal of a soul I used to trust. We traded in a promise, in a deal that had no name, and my whole life turned to vapor in the flickering of a flame. I remember all the words he said, so soft and cold and low. The world is yours for taking, son, just let the feeling go. I took the power he offered, I took the lonely bitter prize, and every single victory tasted just like empty ice. I've got the house and all the money, I've got the empty, quiet fame, but it's just a broken whisper of a long forgotten name. I've gambled with my honor, I've gambled with my soul, and I'm just a weary traveler on a road that has no goal. We signed it in the smoke with a pen made out of dust. A quiet, grim betrayal of a soul I used to trust. We traded in a promise, in a deal that had no name, and my whole life turned to vapor in the flickering of a flame. I sit here in the quiet with a bitter, cold regret, and the man I shook hands with is still here in the cigarette. He wasn't some dark demon from a distant, ancient place. He was just the quiet anger that was waiting in my face. And all the things I wanted were just shadows on the wall, and the price of my ambition was a lonely final fall. And now the smoke has settled, and the papers turned to gray, but the signature is still there, and it will never fade away. And the only thing that's left here is a quiet kind of peace, knowing all this weary history will never, ever cease.
thick with secrets here, and a bitter, quiet sin. From every lie a fool is told, on every dollar spent. The light is just a memory, the window's dark and grim, and the only sound that's with us is the silence and a hymn. I hold my cigarette up high, a final glowing coal, and I watch the rising vapor as it settles on your soul. You're talking about forever, with a promise and a vow, but all I'm signing here tonight is for the bitter now. We signed it in the smoke, with a pen made out of dust. There's no trust in this damn city, there's no forever here for us. We traded in a promise, in a deal that had no name, and your whole life will turn to vapor in the flickering of this flame. You'll talk about tomorrow, about all you're gonna get. You'll talk about the future, you'll talk about the dead. You'll tell yourself you're winning, you'll tell yourself you're free, but the only thing you're signing is a contract here with me. I've seen them all before you, with a hunger in their eyes. They swear by all that's holy, with 100,000 lies. They walk out of this lonely room with a future and a plan, but they forget the truth about a ghost and a hungry man. We signed it in the smoke, with a pen made out of dust. There's no trust in this damn city, there's no forever here for us. We traded in a promise, in a deal that had no name, and your whole life will turn to vapor in the flickering of this flame. It will rise and disappear, but the payment will come calling for the contract you signed here. You'll wonder where the future went, where all your promises have gone, but the deal was made of nothing, just a lie to lead you on. And I'll be sitting here alone, with this bitter, quiet peace, watching every little bit of you get lost in this release. 'Cause the only honest thing here is the price you see, and a name signed in the smoke, and your soul that belongs to me.
The city's just a faded light, a flicker in the west, a broken, tired whisper from a world I put to rest. I pulled the old front curtains closed a long, long time ago, and turned my back on all the things that I was meant to know. They're all still running with a hunger in their eyes. But I'm a different kind of beggar. I'm content with quiet skies. I built this simple cabin with no number on the door, and I'm the man who left the world and asked for nothing more. With a quiet on my tongue, the final song of an old life, a melody unsung. I'm a ghost of all their worries, a shadow in the trees, a simple, peaceful stranger in the lonely, distant breeze. After I had shut the gate, the feeling of my own two hands that had to change my fate. I traded in a purpose for a rhythm of my own, just the sound of the wind talking to an old and broken stone. They're fighting over futures in 100 hollow dreams, but I'm just watching the slow river and the fading final streams. I've got no more promises, no more debts to pay, just a quiet kind of breathing and the dawning of a brand new day. The quiet on my tongue, the final song of an old life, a melody unsung. I'm a ghost of all their worries, a shadow in the trees, a simple, peaceful stranger in the lonely, distant breeze. I know they talk about me in 100 different ways, a failure and a fool who gave up on the brighter days. But they don't know the comfort in this slow and quiet pace, or the peace you find in letting go in a forgotten, empty place. I've paid my dues, I've seen it all, the greed, the fear, the lies, and I found a brand new fortune in these simple open skies. So I watch the sun go down In the distant street lights gleam, and I'll know I'm living out a broken, quiet dream. The city can keep its chaos, can keep its bitter fight. I've got everything I'll ever need here in this quiet, empty night.
The sun has set 1,000 times on this old and weary face. The road has turned to bitter dust, a long and lonely trace. My shoes are worn down to the bone, my hands are chapped and sore, and I can't even remember what it was I started looking for. I left a home behind me with a promise and a vow, but all the years and all the miles have made me a stranger now. The world has passed me by and left a silence in its wake, and the only company I've got is a single hollow ache. I've walked through dust and stone with a ghost upon my back. I've carried every burden on this long and lonely track. The sun can't burn this memory, the rain can't wash away a single quiet moment from a single final day. I met a man who swore he'd seen the future in his dreams. I met a woman with a voice as clear as mountain streams. I saw 100 cities rise and 100 fade to gray, and I learned that every single soul is just a lonely castaway. They all were running from a past, running to a lie, and I was just a quiet traveler underneath a tired sky. But every single person left a little piece of dust, and I carried all their stories with a quiet, fading trust. I've walked through dust and stone with a ghost upon my back. I've carried every burden on this long and lonely track. The sun can't burn this memory. The rain can't wash away a single quiet moment from a single final day. At the end of it, the weary final miles. The journey was the only thing that held my tired smiles. And all the things I've learned, the lessons that I've known, are carved into the very earth, the dust and the gray stone. I've lost the will to run now, I've lost the need to fight, and I'll just sit and watch the world fade into the quiet night. And the road will keep on going for 1,000,000 miles or more. But this is where my journey ends, here on this quiet shore. I'll let the dust and stone remember what I can no longer keep, and finally find a lonely quiet and eternal sleep. The streetlights bleed a yellow true on a rain-soaked city ground, and the lonely echoes of my footsteps are the only single sound. 1,000 faces pass me by, their stories on the run. but I don't know a single one beneath the pale cold sun. I stand inside the music and the laughter and the noise, but I can't feel the rhythm and I can't hear all the voice. I am a quiet shadow in this broken, bitter place, a stranger to the person that I was just yesterday. I'm a stranger to the streetlight, I'm a ghost on every train, just another empty feeling in this cold and weary rain. I got 1,000 phone numbers and a single empty bed, just a silent, lonely echo from the words I never said. I remember a time when every window held a friendly glow, and every single person was a face that I could know. The promises were spoken and the futures were all clear, but I let them all go quietly with a single lonely tear. I said 100 false goodbyes to 100 friends I knew, and now I'm just an empty space that's finally falling through. They all kept running forward to a place I couldn't find, and they left the empty story of a broken man behind. I'm a stranger to the streetlight, I'm a ghost on every train, just another empty feeling in this cold and weary rain. I've got 1,000 phone numbers and a single empty bed, just a silent, lonely echo from the words I never said. I've sat in empty coffee shops and watched the people pass, with a hunger in my weary soul that's made of fragile glass. They talk about the simple things, the weather and the day, and I just nod and look at them and know there's nothing left to say, 'cause the person that they're talking to is just a vacant suit, and I'm a quiet little ghost with a broken, bitter root. So I'll just keep on walking in this lonely tide parade, a single quiet whisper that was never meant to be made. The city keeps on moving, but I will not get on the ride, just a stranger to the streetlight with a world of ghosts inside. street lights flicker on a road I used to know. The houses stand so different in the soft and yellow glow. I'm looking for a rusted gate, a mailbox and a tree, but everything's a stranger and it's staring back at me. I smell the dust and asphalt on a quiet, lonely breeze, and I can almost hear the laughter on the rustling of the leaves. I left a boy behind me with a promise and a prayer, and the road that runs back home is leading me to nowhere. I'm on the road that runs back home, but the road is turned to rust. I'm just a weary traveler made of old and broken dust. I'm looking for a memory in a place that's moved along, and I'm a quiet, tired echo of a long and fading song. I drove by the old schoolyard where we learned a name or two, and now there's just a coffee shop and 100 something new. They tore down the old movie house where we saw our first real show, and they built a dozen promises where the long green grass would grow. The old general store is a billboard now for a life that's far away, and the ghosts of all my childhood are just too tired here to stay. I got a hunger in my heart for a time that I can't find, and I'm leaving all my broken dreams in this town I left behind. I'm on the road that runs back home, but the road is turned to rust. I'm just a weary traveler made of old and broken dust. I'm looking for a memory in a place that's moved along, and I'm a quiet, tired echo of a long and fading song. Thought that time would heal me, that the journey would make me whole, But the man who's walking now has a different kind of soul. The boy who left was hopeful, and he was full of honest grace. But the years have turned him to a stranger in his very own home place. I got a hand on the steering wheel and a hand on my own heart, and I'm tearing both of them slowly and a little bit apart. So I'll just keep on driving till the headlights die away, and I'll know I can't go back there to a different simple day. The road that runs back home is just a long and lonely lie, a broken, sad reminder of a man who watched his life go by. The street lights flicker on a road I used to know. The houses stand so different in the soft and yellow glow. I'm looking for a rusted gate, mailbox and a tree, but everything's a stranger, and it's staring back at me. I smell the dust and asphalt on a quiet, lonely breeze, and I can almost hear the laughter on the rustling of the leaves. I left a boy behind me with a promise and a prayer, and the road that runs back home is leading me to nowhere. I'm on the road that runs back home, but the road has turned to rust. I'm just a weary traveler, made of old and broken dust. I'm looking for a memory in a place that's moved along, and I'm a quiet, tired echo of a long and fading song. drove by the old schoolyard where we learned a name or two. And now there's just a coffee shop and 100-something new. They tore down the old movie house where we saw our first real show. And they built a dozen promises where the long green grass would grow. The old general store's a billboard now for a life that's far away. And the ghosts of all my childhood are just too tired here to stay. I got a hunger in my heart for a time that I can't find. And I'm leaving all my broken dreams in this town I left behind. I'm on the road that runs back home, but the road has turned to rust. I'm just a weary traveler made of old and broken dust. I'm looking for a memory in a place that's moved along. And I'm a quiet, tired echo of a long and fading song. I thought that time would heal me, that the journey would make me whole. But the man who's walking now has a different kind of soul. The boy who left was hopeful, he was full of honest grace, but the years have turned him to a stranger in his very own home place. I got a hand on the steering wheel and a hand on my own heart, and I'm tearing both of them slowly and a little bit apart. So I'll just keep on driving till the